This location, forgotten deep in the woods, was constructed in 1906 as a sanitarium to house tuberculosis patients and study the infectious disease. As tuberculosis began to diminish from the population, the rooms of the complex grew increasingly empty. With the sanitarium now in low demand, the entire property was sold to the government and turned into a private research facility to develop and test vaccines for deadly diseases. As the property exchanged ownership, the empty care facilities were converted into antitoxin laboratories as well as chemical research spaces. Vaccines for tuberculosis, diphtheria, and tetanus were developed and tested here with numerous documented accounts of animal testing, but we'll get into that later. From what I could find, the laboratory also experimented with the development of synthetic blood substitutes as well as artificial stem cell prototypes, but after failing to produce significant results, the government deemed the facility unworthy for future funding in late 2009, and the company seemingly vanished overnight, leaving the entire facility, along with most of its research, abandoned. This is what they left behind.
This is sketchy. There's music coming from what sounds like either the next building over or the hills. There's music emerging from the woods, essentially. And as we walk along around the building, you'll see what I mean when I say it looks like people come in here. And this is a spot that like nobody really knows about. Like, it took me forever to even find this place. It's just not the place you want to be walking around alone. That's why I wouldn't go in there. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of places I'll go in alone. You'll see, come on.
Although the location appeared abandoned, it was incredible to see the amount of wildlife that had adopted these buildings as their homes.
This is like all overgrown. You can see it's probably been abandoned for quite some time.
Lifts to the basement.
Oh yeah. Probably like wheelchair access or something. Doesn't really seem to be too much in any of these shelves. So you can see they probably held some sort of chemicals at one point or another. There's more drawers. I really like the color of these drawers. This is like a basin where they would put chemicals so they could seal it off if any fumes escaped. Another room in this corridor here. Holy. Yeah, it looks like another laboratory or research room. No dice in any of these cabinets. It's like some heating and stuff in here. There's like the maintenance cupboard for it. Do you know what any of this stuff would have been?
No.
I mean, it looks like, I don't know what this is, but this tank would have fed some sort of liquid into this oven. And then you have a pressure gauge. And then some sort of motor. Darren's saying that this was probably something where they'd sterilize the equipment. There's like a rack for cleaning right there. And they'd load it up into this big metal thing.
According to the blueprints, the main building contains 6 testing rooms, 4 general laboratories, a chemical storage, and an antitoxin lab. After striking out with several of the empty research rooms on the 2nd floor, our luck began to change as we headed back down to the laboratories on the building's main floor.
So, this place used to be used for tuberculosis research. It's basically a laboratory. And
Holy!
take a gander at this.
Is it even safe to be breathing this stuff in?
I don't know, but
They got their medical binders and stuff here.
Sigma Chemical Company.
Yeah, ammonia, color, reagent. Very cool. Damn, so they still got like all this stuff is left behind here. We got like beakers and stuff up there. Chemicals down here.
are you shooting right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like specimen trays. Sucks that one beaker broke. It looks like somebody was playing around with some sort of stuff. Some sort of chemical. It's methanol in that one tube there.
None of us could believe the amount of equipment, documents, and chemicals that had simply been left behind.
They got all kinds of textbooks and such here. Various other books. Lab manuals. Procedures. So it probably was an educational facility as well as a research facility. Yeah, just a little jug.
Oh, cool.
It's like a syringe here. With an unmarked bottle. It's concerning. This is a machine that would graph the humidity. They would have like a paper disc that would sit on there. It would spin around and this reader would rotate or go back and forth to read the humidity of the room, I guess. And then it looks like they have maintenance, exhaust, and electrical all in here. I wonder what this would have been. Like some sort of vacuum or something. Technical airflow. So yeah, possibly it was. Looks like there's a couple of rooms back here still. Holy.
Oh yeah, that's the box of
Yeah.
bottles of it.
There's all kinds of records.
Is yours right there?
Yep.
Alright, so let me get...
Non-volatile residue. Alliance Pharmaceuticals. They would have This would have been like, these are like old medicine capsules and bottles. Damn. Look at that. There's like hundreds of them.
What is that?
I don't know, there's some sort of liquid in it.
It's floating around.
There's a bunch of those full bottles under here of random substances.
Random substances. Jeez.
Look at that. It looks like watered down mayonnaise.
That's a very good description.
Here, wait, one of them has a label on it. I know I shouldn't really be touching anything, but I'm just curious. Watch it be tuberculosis samples. There's still a whole bunch of chemicals and such. Amphil, 70% alcohol. Eggway vacuum pump oil. Various bottles. What is this? It looks like little capsules. Dryerite 8 mesh. Don't know what that means. But damn. Damn, it's funny that the first floor seems more untouched than the second floor.
Yeah.
Like typically in abandoned places it's the other way around. That's why we headed upstairs first. Look at these, are these little fuses? Oh, yeah, they are.
Brennan, please stop touching me. Jesus.
Oh, here's the caps for those little medicine bottles that we found. You can manufacture all your own medicine. Vesphine, or Vesphine. That's what it says on that one bottle there. There's like a bunch of those test tube holders under here. And some biohazardous waste disposal bins.
After exploring all of the laboratories on the main floor, we began to make our way down into the basement.
We're heading down into the basement. Looks like the elevator mechanic that we saw from the outside. We'll head this way first. You can see all the electrical that would have ran the building.
AC.
Oh, AC. Oh yeah, I see the fan, yeah, and you can see the exhaust. Right there. We got a calendar with a date 2001. So that's potentially when this place was abandoned. Jeez, almost 20 years. Got various maps and such. Holy.
Hello.
Hello. What is this? The brand is Cleaver and Brooks.
Like some type of boilers?
Yeah. I'm thinking
We should get out of here.
some sort of alkalinity testers and stuff. Yeah, so it was for water then. It was testing the alkalinity.
Oh, something about this place.
You don't like it? This looks like an old mechanic's office. It's like a list with all their product numbers.
While exploring the main building, Darren began to feel ill, so he headed back to the car while Matt and I pressed on to check out one of the more interesting buildings on the property. This building, unlike the others, contains stables where horses among a few other animals were kept. The animals here had blood drawn from them and were regularly used as test subjects for several different experiments, namely for the purpose of studying the tuberculosis disease.
Holy. Oh, it smells like urine in here. I might have to throw on the respirator real soon. They boarded up this place good, but you can see there's like still tools on the board there. This probably would have just been like a work shed. So I'm trying to keep the light from blowing out the picture. It's like a clock. Look at all the holes in this wood here. Every room has like a hue of green because of all the vines that are growing over the windows outside.
Oh, this is where they used to keep the horses.
Oh, the stable.
Yeah.
So these are the horses that they took blood samples from for tuberculosis, right?
So basically this place was some type of prison or sanatorium, and once that closed down, the guards would ride on the horses and patrol. Once that closed down, I guess this company came in that wanted to do tuberculosis research, and they basically said, hey, we'll take care of the horses. We just want to do, take their blood and do research with it. So this was definitely a building where they kept the horses in.
By the looks of it, they had a lot of them.
Creepy.
Heading up, and it looks like a really big open concept. You can see the rafters and supports. It looks like they put chicken wire on the windows to prevent animals from coming in. Probably people, but that didn't stop them. I wonder what these rooms would have been used for. This looks like just like a storage facility. Look at all the mess. Looks like somebody just threw All these textbooks and stuff on the floor.
So what happened to the people here, and why did they leave so much stuff behind? We may never truly know. Perhaps we were never meant to fully find out. I leave you, after watching this video, to draw your own conclusions and form your own opinion. I hope you enjoyed this explore, and if you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.